Hello and welcome to the Twin Fusion Show. My name is Christy.
Hi, I'm Kathy.
And we are talking today about the vaccine passports.
That's right.
Yesterday we went to a town hall meeting at the Board of Supervisors in Orange County, where we live, Orange County, California.
Mm-hmm.
A gal named Lee Dundas, who's been a very outspoken person against the vaccine passports and the use of any masks or anything in schools and things like that, has become a bit of a hero in Orange County.
And I think she's getting some some
traction around the country.
Yeah,
I think she's gone a little viral.
She's going to be with Robert David Steele on his tour.
Yeah, on his tour. So she's got a little traction. But anyway, Lee and some other people organized a town hall at the Board of Supervisors meeting yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
There's five supervisors in Orange County, and they were voting on developing the technology to have a vaccine passport that you could just put on your phone, that you would have to go into restaurants and bars and Costco. So Kathy and I always want to prove that we were somewhere. So here's our picture with Lee Dundas to prove that we were there.
Yeah.
And we have a video with Lee.
She was gracious enough to give us her statement on video before everything started. We got there a little early, so she was gracious enough to give us that.
Yeah. So we'll just do that. We'll just show what Lee had to say. And she's a good start with to explain what's been going on. So.
Yeah, and she says history. She does this a lot.
So today we are all out here in mass. I am so thrilled and happy to see so many of my good friends out here to let Orange County Board of Supervisors know that we are absolutely adamantly opposed to digital vaccine passport technology. Now they're busy saying they're not going to mandate a digital vaccine passport, but that's really sleight of hand, because what they are doing is making the infrastructure available to the vaccination sites to give a digital receipt when you get that vaccine. And then Don Wagner's up there saying, oh, we can't control the marketplace. The hell you can. We've got Florida, we've got counties in Nevada, we've got counties everywhere who are saying we are going to stand on the Constitution. We are not creating a two-tiered system. We are not going back to the likes of Nazi Germany. We are not. Today we are all out here in mass. Separate was said to be equal when it wasn't. Yeah. We are making sure that every American is free and equal and has free and equal access to businesses, regardless of medical condition, which, by the way, is the exact language in California Civil Code 51. So any passport system like that, which they are flirting with doing here, is adamantly opposed to state law. And we are here to tell them that in force today.
All right. So there were about 1,000 people that signed up to speak at the Board of Supervisors meeting.
Yeah, and we saw some articles after the fact that said there were like 500 people and
there were
whatever.
1,000.
I mean, not everybody
people there probably.
I mean, not everybody got to speak, but there were a lot of, it was one after another, and it was every 30 seconds. They had 30 seconds to speak, and usually they have a minute, but they only gave them 30 seconds because there were so many people. And I think it was from like 9 until they probably went in at 9
or 2:30, I think,
until 2:45 nonstop,
and then
people
they voted,
talking, and then they voted.
So there was another gal there who really boiled it down. She goes to the Board of Supervisors and Commissioners all the time and talks about.
Her name was Peggy Hall, and she talks about California state law. There's California state laws that says you cannot be coerced in doing something against your will with your own body. They can't force anything on your body against your will. And she did a really good job explaining it. And we have a video of her. She said there's no such thing as public health, and it's individual health, because we talk about, it's against HIPAA laws to say that, to tell people to be able to, for anybody to ask you that if you had tuberculosis or if you have AIDS, it's against these HIPAA laws, yet against California state laws, it's against federal laws. But now they're trying to do that with the digital passport. So so we got to cue it up here and get this going.
Of California hereby finds and declares the right of individuals to determine what is done to their own bodies. That's right. It's your body. It's not the governments. It's your body, it's your business. It's not the government's business. It's not my business, and it's certainly not Costco's business.
That's right.
Woo! Listen, friends, the law goes on to say that you may not be coerced into doing anything to your body that you do not want to. Where is this going to stop? I drove in, I saw a billboard there that had a picture of a young, like a 5-7-year-old little girl with a mask on. It was in Spanish, and it was promoting the notion that parents should be masking their children. This notion of public health is the biggest ruse ever known to mankind. There is no such thing as public health. There is your individual health that you are responsible for. Not the government. Not even your doctor. And certainly not Trader Joe's has no business and your health. This law states that you may not be coerced into anything to do with your body. I want you to memorize that law. When you go in today, there are two main things you can say. Number one, I am against vaccine passports in any shape, manner, or form, whether it comes from the county, from the state, or from Costco. We are not going to stand for it, and we are going to hold this board accountable. I have a whole page of talking points. You can just start reading until your time is up if you want, or you can match up with somebody and you take 1 through 5 and they finish it up. It's on the back of this page. Friends, I want to leave you with this. They're about to start the meeting. Listen.
Oh, yeah.
Do I have to wear a raincoat to keep you dry in the rain? Why in the world would I have to take a vaccine if I don't want to for you? None of this makes sense. It's like telling you to wear a mask because it protects others. Well, guess what? I don't wear a mask to protect your freedom.
That's right.
Friends, a year ago, people said to me, Peggy, why are you so all about the mask? I said, it had nothing to do with the mask. The mask is a symbol of that oppression. Here we are a year later. What's going to happen a year from now? I don't want to be back at this board demanding that they repeal the requirement to donate a kidney. Is that next? You're going to have to donate a kidney or they won't take it forcefully? What's next? You're going to be sterilized for the common good? If we don't stop this now, friends, this is the day. You guys came out, I want to tell you something else extremely important. Your action matters. Actually, what they do doesn't even matter because I'm never getting a vaccine and I will never shop in any place that requires it. We are creating our own freedom societies that are going to be outside of this oppression of the government.
Yes!
People doing their own Uber. We have people doing their own schools. We have people doing their own grocery stores. We are going to continue to thrive in a republic of the public. Republic. This is, look at the California flag. It says California Republic of the people. We are the people. Listen, I'm going to sign off by saying this. Regardless of the result for today, that's the third tool of the enemy is despair. They want you to be worn down. They want you to say, I came last week, nothing happened. I've been going to these meetings for a year, they don't listen to me. That's exactly what they want.
Exactly.
They want you to go away, never go away, keep coming. Your action matters more than the results. God bless you, God bless California.
I mean, she was on fire. And she said, just like Lee. I mean, she just said everything.
One thing
that
I
needed to be said
about these girls is they're Jewish, and Lee said she has family that was in the Holocaust.
Yeah.
So I mean, they have family members that survived, oppression,
And they saw the gradual taking away of freedoms of the the Third Reich, and just gradual taking away the freedoms and having to wear a passport, the gold star. I mean, some of the people went in there with gold stars on their chest just to make a point, when they went into the board meeting. Yeah. And good news of all news is they actually did not pass it. It was 4-1 against it.
Yeah.
So what they said was they're going to not going to explore the technology for the digital passport
right now.
But what they are doing is they are going to mandate businesses like big arenas. They're going to try to anyway, big arenas and things like that, sports facilities and stuff like that, to have a system where they verify if someone did have the vaccine and they did pass the COVID test. So they're still trying to get it in there, like Lee said at the beginning, underneath and have the businesses do it, and so they look clean and smelly. Yeah, but we're not standing for any of it. Yeah, but the protest there did stop the board from actually. Yeah, only one of the board members voted for. There's 5 of them, the supervisors. Yeah, only one voted for it.
And the other ones were real tentative. It's like, we'll explore it later and, you know, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. But, you know.
And all the press we saw afterwards was pro vaccine passport. I
Yeah.
mean, the people,
We were conspiracy
they called us conspiracy theorists and, you know, just.
But it stopped them, didn't it?
It stopped it, sure did.
And we encourage people to go out and talk to their senators and talk to their governor. It actually works.
It actually works.
They would have definitely voted that.
They would have voted that thing in. They would have.
We scared them.
We scared them. Their jobs are on the line.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Orange County is not going for it. And there's a lot of counties in this country that are not going to take that. And what you know, that place in Arizona, that little city in Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They fired the school board and hired new people and got rid of the mask mandate.
They sure did.
So we can
do
our
that.
Supervisors.
They work
and
for
our
us.
Commissioners.
They work for us.
Exactly.
Recall, fire, however we can do
Recall.
it. There's a
Get
lot more of
Newsom
us
out.
than them.
Yeah. Newsom's going and they can go too.
They can go too. That's right.
Yeah. Orange County is going to be free. And so is the rest of the country.
And there's another fellow there. His name is Alan Hostetter. And he has a thing called American Phoenix Project. I guess it's a podcast on Spotify. American Phoenix Project. But he was there talking too, and he was actually at the January 6th rally in DC.
So were we.
Outside of the Capitol, we were there too. He was outside of the Capitol, never went in, was taking videos and stuff like that. Well, a month, 3 weeks later, the FBI comes knocking at his door, confiscates all of his equipment, everything, for no reason. I mean, he wasn't even in there. That's Alan right there. So, and he spoke too. We weren't able to get a good video of him, but like I said, you can catch him on Spotify on the American Phoenix Project, and he actually, is going to tell you a lot of things. He's, a lot of things that happen at the Capitol. He's got a lot of research and stuff like that, and he says this on the American Phoenix Project, and he also is looking at Orange County health death records over the last 2019, 2020, and 2021. Now, he hasn't got all of them yet, but he said between 2019 and 2020, the death rate increased only 0.001%.
1,000%.
So the whole COVID thing was not a thing. It's just that we know that they're getting, a lot of extra money to call a death a COVID. And so that's what they're doing. That's why the COVID death numbers look so high.
Yeah.
But they're really not. Okay, so we have some video of just some of the people that were there, why they were there, why they were going to why were they there to protest and support everything. The first video here, we have a couple gals from the Inland Empire, not from Orange County, but just there to support because they don't want it to happen in their county either or in the rest of California.
And there were a lot of people there from other counties. Which I thought was great.
Yeah.
Okay,
so we got these gals, and they had a lot of good things to say.
Had to take some vaccines to get into preschool, and after taking the vaccines, he has 15 allergies. And
Wow.
So I cried, and I thought, whatever I can do, we need to have choices, this shouldn't be forced upon us. And so I'm here fighting for my grandkids. Yeah. Had to take some. It's not going to happen anymore. We're going to fight this. We're going to end it. Our children deserve better. They deserve better than this. And my kids will not be going back to school until these masks are off their faces. So,
They can't see expressions. They can't feel the love of people anymore with masks on.
and they can't breathe. Hello.
Yeah, they can't breathe.
Yeah. Poisoning by their own CO2. So,
we're here fighting for freedom. We're here with other patriots and God and country and faith, and God wins.
That's right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
God wins.
God wins. And there, we met a lot of Christians there who really are trusting the Lord to get everything turned around. So that was encouraging.
And the thing is, the scripture says Christ died for our freedom. Christ's freedom was for our freedom, period. So
so that Christ died for our freedom, and that's what we're fighting for.
It is for freedom that Christ set us free.
Yeah, because this is what they're trying to take away. They're trying to get this gal, she was great. She was from Hong Kong, just immigrated here in the 50s, and she has a lot of good things to say as well.
She understands the communist
story.
Hi, my name is Sokuri. I was born and raised in Hong Kong. I came to America in 1959, and I love America with a passion. More than so many Americans who don't realize.
It's true.
I had a great life in Hong Kong. I had servants and everything, but there was no, my family were afraid that the communists would take over Hong Kong. Well, when China took over Hong Kong, they promised that Hong Kong will remain the same. But little did we know, it's now being infiltrated by them. Hong Kong is losing its independence from China. So it's very, very sad. Yeah, so I love America. Thank you. It's so great.
So one thing she said too was that she believes that God is the center of everything, and that that is why, you know, she's here, and that's one of the reasons that she was there.
Now we had another gal who, you know, kind of, you know, associated this with the like the Nazi, you know, the Nazi, you know, Gestapo kind of tactics, and she had a real good point to make.
She was an Italian gal from New York originally. She's lived in Orange County for like 40 years or something.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna have her testimony. She's been touched. She was touched by that even when she was a little girl. So.
Hi, I am Jerry Edmiston. I was born in New York City. I live in Orange County, and what's happening? I saw a vision of it right from the beginning. My husband and I had COVID 2019, December of 2019. He got hydroxy because he has asthma, and I was very sick with it, but it went through our office. I work in Tustin and Irvine. A lot of people in our office, everybody got it. It was just terrible. But when they did the shutdown, I was 10 years old when I saw the movie Judgment at Nuremberg, and it was about Nazi Germany. And my father took time because you know, it just affected me so badly. How could this happen? How could a nation, how could people not stand up? And he took an hour and explained, because he's a World War II veteran. And so when this started happening here, I said, oh my God, it's everything that happened in Nazi Germany. I screamed, don't shut us down. It's only a virus. Don't do this. And I was like, I kind of had a little breakdown over it because it was too traumatic that I saw everything that they're doing. And it's the whole playbook.
Like you said, in Germany, nobody stood up.
No.
And like here, you're standing up because nobody in Germany stood up.
I refuse to wear the mask. I go into the places and I said, I'm not wearing a mask. I have a medical condition. And at some places, they're fine. I go to the places that let me not. What they're doing now is they're coercing businesses to do this with money that Governor Newsom should never have gotten. Yeah, you're shutting down businesses. You're making, now the businesses do what they did in Germany.
Yeah.
And that's true. The businesses are being forced to do what they had to do in Germany.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, some are worse than others, like Costco. They're Nazis. I mean, some places you can go in and not wear a mask, and nobody really talks to you about it. But in Costco and places like that, and like Walmart, you can go in without a mask.
Yeah.
Ralph's, you can go in without a mask, and nobody says anything.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, the grocery outlet and Costco, and it just depends on the, you know, Whole Foods.
Yeah.
They're telling you about your mask.
Yeah.
So you can tell the ones that are hooked into the government.
Yeah. So we just want to encourage people to be activists, because right now there's sort of, you know, it looks like Joe Biden is. We think it's just a shadow government. It's not. It's all political theater. But some people believe it's real. But while we're in this interim period, we have to stand up, and we have to go out, and we have to make sure that the people that are in charge are not making really bad decisions for our lives.
Yeah.
Because
So
the decisions they make are decisions for our lives.
For our lives, and even at the county level, at the city level, at the state level, at the national level, we have power in numbers to be able to make a change. And whether you believe it or not, or whether they let you believe it or not, it does affect their decisions. These guys did not vote on it, and they would have steamrolled it right through had we not been there.
Yeah.
So I mean, it does, your voice and your presence there does make a difference. And so we're just encouraging everybody to stand up politically, stand up like, like I said, state, local, city, and,
Get out there because it's our time right now to stand up and to have our voices heard.
okay,
All right, that's it for the show.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you the next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.